Shocking news, my wonderful people. It is happening. It is happening. FFK, Femi Fani-Kayode, has called on Yoruba elders and says you cannot abandon Tinubu. Whatever it is, if his hands are shaking, put him there. If his legs are shaking, put him there. He said at this point in time, if Tinubu is defeated, Yorubas are defeated. Do you see the tribalistic angle from which this man is coming from? You know, a brilliant man once said, don't vote for me because I am from this tribe or because I'm a Christian or I'm a Muslim. Vote for me because I'm competent and you are sure that if you give me the mandate to become the leader of this country, you will see the difference. Another man said, it is my turn. Whether you like it or not, it is my turn. So it's up to us really to really make those differences and to ensure that we are standing on the path of truth. So he has gone to Yoruba elders and he has played the region card, or the card where he says, if he fails, we all fail. If he fails, we all fail. You see. So this is why we cannot allow the same thing over and over again. We cannot allow the same thing over and over again. You see. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. We cannot abandon Tinubu at this point in time. A defeat for Tinubu is a defeat for Yorubas. FFK sends a serious message to Yoruba elders asking them to rise up and to ensure that they mobilize the Yorubas all around him. A few hours ago, a former Minister of Culture, Tourism of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and former Special Assistant to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, Femi Fani-Kayode, while sharing on his official Twitter page, has called on the pan-Yoruba socio-political group, Afenifere, not to abandon Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, former governor of Lagos State and presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu at this time is like adding that a defeat for Tinubu will add a defeat to Nigeria. If Tinubu wins, the Yorubas win. But if Tinubu loses, the Yoruba loses. You cannot afford to leave Tinubu at this point in time. Consider the fact that the most important thing is that Tinubu is set free. It might interest you to know that within the past few days, there had been rancor between the Yoruba elders and leaders. They were all about endorsement of Peter Obi, and that of Tinubu. The former governor of Anambra State, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been on who will get the endorsement from the Yoruba group. Pa Ayo Adebanjo says it should be Peter Obi, not because of where he comes from and all that, but because he's qualified and he wants Nigeria to be a better place for children yet unborn. Pa Fasoroti says it should be Tinubu because he's one of us. Based on the note, the former Minister of Aviation has called on Yoruba elders to work together and to ensure that they support Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu unreservedly. Says a win for Tinubu is a win for them all. But a lose for Tinubu, they will all lose. And Yorubas will become a mocking stock. Says if you want Tinubu, then if you want Tinubu to win and you want Yorubas to come on board again, like our son Olusegun Obasanjo once did, then it is time to go around your son Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Femi Fani-Kayode, who is a campaign councilman for Tinubu, speaking in a post he shared, he said he has noted that the Afenifere cannot and must not abandon Tinubu, who they describe as our son at this time, especially after he has done so much for the group over the years. All he needs now is the support of all. Further speaking, he said the defeat for Tinubu, they should remember that if Tinubu is defeated, Yorubas are already disgraced. And the disgrace is not for one Yoruba man, it's for all Yoruba men and it's for the nation. All Yorubas will be ashamed because they allowed him to go to the battle alone, when really, sincerely speaking, they should be backing him. So it is a time for serious consideration. It is a time where everyone should, pay attention and ensure that at the end of the day, we do not get the same thing over and over again. Okay, we should not get the same thing over and over again. He said if Nigerians want the change that is so, they so want, they should all rise up and ensure that they vote for Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. So my people, you can see our very own brother rising up and saying to everybody that it is time to vote for Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. And he's not saying because, for instance, Tinubu is qualified, Tinubu is this, no. He said because Tinubu is their son, and if he's defeated, it means that they've all been defeated. That they should look at it from that angle. Well, my people, it's up to at the end of the day, the ball, they say, is in your court. Play it however way you choose to go about it. Remember that whatever comes out, you will live. Oh dear, with the consequences of your actions. So anyone who fails to pay attention and to do what they are supposed to do at the right time, the time will come, they will suffer for it. Do you understand? Time will come, they will suffer for it. So if change is going to come, everybody will need to do what? Work at it. When Fanika say, Tinubu is his son, they call him our son. So why will they abandon him now? Now, I understand the sentiment from which Tinubu is coming. I totally get the sentiment. But let's leave that aside and let's move forward. Okay? I understand the sentiment of he's our son. But if we continue like that, you know that it should be beyond, if a nation building should be beyond you, should be beyond me, it should be about us. And so when there is the selfishness aspect of it is done away with, we can truly now say we are in for a new season. Because when we continue to allow selfishness to govern us, we cannot move forward. Selfishness, oh dear, you don't understand it. Selfishness, it has its own. It's a terrible thing to mention the least. Selfishness cannot be accepted in a time like this. Okay? It cannot be accepted in a time like this. So everybody needs to arise. Everybody needs to ensure that, we vote in the right people. The people who are coming around us and soliciting for our support now. Do you trust them? Do you trust them? So those are questions we must answer first of all. Okay, the fight now is between Tinubu and Peter Obi. The same Yoruba group are saying, let us vote Peter Obi. Others are saying, no, you cannot vote Peter Obi. So that's this is where Femi is coming in. Say, you said it's your son, or it's time to show your father-son relationship, support him. But let's say for instance, Tinubu may not be the right person. Will you say because he's the son, he must be voted for? Do you get where we are coming from? So that's the sentiment that is being driven right now. Bye for now.